Towards the end of June, I had the opportunity to film with two beekeepers, Tim and Alex. There had been a swarm of bees living in a historic building in Avoncroft Museum, and as the weather warmed up, they were flying a lot more. Tim and Alex had already begun extracting the swarm before I arrived, and the bees would eventually be relocated to a British Beekeepers Association club apiary. And this is how we got them out.
I smoked them a bit, but then I thought actually having an open smoker probably isn't a good thing inside. When he walked in, he went, "I can smell smoke." I thought, "I haven't lit it yet." This is the reason why we're having to do something about it, because the staircase you've just walked up is the staircase that the public come up. The museum policy at the moment is to feed the bees that are sitting there, so that's actually a sugar solution. It's apparently not been too bad. So here's the first hole that I've cut open, and you can see from the top of it that that was solid. And I've filled that bucket so far, so... When we initially felt, we thought that was the warm spot, so we reckoned it was about there. And I reckon that this bit was going to be well away so that we could see what we're going. It's definitely all around here. Well, I don't think you can go too far because I think there's a joist in the way. Yeah. Well, I could tell I'd hit the right spot because what I actually did is I drilled a hole in all four corners so that I could get the jigsaw blade in. And as soon as I drilled the hole, bees started coming up through it, using it as an extra entrance. We might have just got to some brood there, but everything else I've taken out is... that was just wax and honey. Yeah. So I think our task is going to be to get rid of that and then clear this out and then cut another slab out and see what we can do. Just drone brood. Right. Yeah. Separate stuff that conceivably is extractable from their honey back. They're actually not too bothered, are they?
They're quite calm, aren't they?
No, come on, ladies, off you go. Rather conveniently, the deal is, although all we have to do is remove the hive, they have volunteers which are going to come along and replace or pull this all back together again. Make good. Yeah. So.
They've been left to their own devices for
2 years
about
now?
2 years. They come in there somewhere, and they've never been visible up on the floor, so they must be able to get through to this area. And one would have thought they would have built up
right
close to the wall.
So if we went to say there, so
right then.
if I cut that sort of shape like that, and then we should be able to just lift that out, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, is coming out of that.
That's encouraging. If this was past it, that would be excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you. There we go, now we've got a handle. Struth, yep. This is...
Oh yes.
Cool.
Right. Well, I think we just about got it with a bit of luck. Right up to the end.
There we have it. That's where they've been living for the last year. Right. Okay. Oh, well, this is all brood at this end, so this is nice. Now, in a perfect world, this is where you'd spot the queen, but let's not get too optimistic. Okay. Now, what we've got is we've got all these frames, and I've got a load of wire.
Just put it straight on there.
Well, this was a kind of sample bit that I put on. We should be able to get that in. Rather bizarre frame. Wire this round. I can now smell upset pheromone, which isn't a good thing to be able to smell.
No, that's going in the box, I think.
That needs to go in the box, yep. It's very sturdy, but there we go. Right, so that was a sample. Now we've just got to do another dozen of the wretched things. And I suppose we can just work our way through and do them like that. Take that away, put it in the club apiary, which is far enough away that I'm not going to come back, and if we are lucky, we've got the queen. So, what we need to do really is to
tidy up.
cast all this lot away. And into the car, and off to the club apiary.
The bees were moved to a BBKA club apiary, where the association could manage the hive. The building was cleared of any dead bees and the floors repaired, and now there's no trace of there ever being a swarm there. After 2 years of living in the attic of this old cooperative building, the bees finally had their new home.